So in this lesson we are going to do the eyebrows, mustache and the beard. For the eyebrows I'm just taking out because I just want it like quite flat. I could add in more or remove if there is excess, but then initially you just start with the shape and place it on the eyebrow bone. Just trying not to curve it too much. You will be covering that with a thin white fondant or any fondant that is suitable for the color of the eyebrow. There is a bit more needed here, and then a little eye bag is also needed, which will come under the lower eyelid. And then for the mush again, I'm just going to start with the, we'll anyway have hair texture. We will be covering this again. All the hair part will be covered. For now we're just going to get the shape. The thickness can be a little more for the mush. That will be covering, at least for the Santa, it will cover most of the upper lip. I'm just going to reduce the modeling chocolate that I've taken. It looks like that is a little more. Let me see if this fits in. I'm just looking at a smaller mush. You could also add a little more. Let me just leave it here. Let's come back and add a little more. Now I'm just going to take a bigger blob here. Now if we have to seal the neck, and if the beard is not going to come, then we will be working on the neck. But now there is going to be beard, we don't have to work on the neck. let's decide the height. Let's just start filling from the bottom. Let's stop anywhere within this height, so it can just start from here and then come all the way till here. Should be fine. It doesn't have to be really smooth. We can be building layers. I'm just trying to extend it. Taking another bigger portion of the modeling chocolate. I'm just going to keep building where I see the dents and then bring it to the shape I need. I'm just going to start from a little under the lower chin. Yeah, we could smooth it, but it's not necessary. Like I said, we will be adding fondant, so I'm just going to leave this. Now if we have to do the ears are going to be in the line from the eyes to the nose, and then it will be behind the jawline. The jawline is here, so here is the position for the ears, and similarly on the other side, the line from the eye and the nose and behind the jaw, which is here. Then we'll have the cap coming around and then covering the ears, so we don't have to do the ears for Santa, but in case if we have to place the ear, the position of the ear and the placement will be at this part. Okay, so you just need to check for the symmetry, so keeping it just straight and maybe somewhere here. The line is also drawn, you can see. It's behind the jaw. You can also just check from this side, just go and then make sure where it just needs to start. If it is already very soft, just not possible to shape it, or at least soften the edges. Just allow some time. I'm just going to check the bottom. They are at the same level. Okay, it's just because it's anyway going to be hidden. If the ears are going to be seen out, then I will be spending a little more time to smoothen out, but it's just to understand where the ears have to be placed and how they have to be placed. So now let's move on to working on the cap part. The finishing will just all come together, and once the entire shape of the face together with cap and all that comes, and we will spend a little more time trying to look for symmetry, and we need to have to add eye bags on the sides, and then also under the bottom eyelid we'll have to check for that once the entire shape comes together.